Hello everyone and welcome back to Nagash channel dedicated to Sigmar, and in this video I'm going to be announcing that the next army I'm going to review is going to be the Disciples of Tzeentch. And this is because the overwhelming opinion of this is the army what people would like to see, and it's very nice to see that most people would like the army reviews to be as long as they were and how I was doing it. It's very nice to see that as well. However, in this video what I thought I'd do is announcing that I'm going to be reviewing Tzeentch. I thought it'd be quite nice to talk about a game that involves Tzeentch quite a lot. And this is going to be a little bit different, and basically my review on the game that is called Warhammer Quest Silver Tower. And the reason why I wanted to do a little video about it, and I'll put a few pictures of like the game and stuff I had up here, is because I have started a campaign for this game, like going through all the missions and everything, and why I really quite like this game, and I'm very new to it. And the reason for that is because I'm generally a very competitive player. Now I don't mean that I can win tournaments, because I have been to a few tournaments. I'm actually come like top 20s and all that sort of thing, but I don't win tournaments normally, you know, like an Age of Sigmar sort of thing. But I am a competitive player, so I'm not really too much heavy focused on narrative when it comes to actually playing the games. So that's why Silver Tower was a welcome break from that. And what I really enjoyed about this game is it really allowed you to focus on individual models rather than the huge game itself. You know, like when you play big 2,000 points Age of Sigmar, it's fantastic. I really do enjoy it. However, you can get lost, can't you? And the amount of models on the board, it really starts... For me personally, I feel you lose a little bit of the immersion. I mean, this, you know, it's great seeing two massive armies clash against each other. However, for me personally, when I played Silver Tower, I played as a Skaven Warlord, which I believe is called a Clawnord now, with a new battle tome. And this model was the old Queek Headtaker model, which is one of my favourite characters and models there is in the whole of Warhammer, still to this very day. And I really much enjoy this. As in the campaign what we started, we've got myself playing as Queek Headtaker, then we've got someone else playing as a Slaves of Darkness Lord of Chaos, and then we have got a Skull Grinder from the Blades of Khorne. And this is the warband that we are, so very warband of not exactly the most heroic, hero-ly bunch, I suppose you could call it, as the Chaos ones. So probably the nicest one there is going to be the Chaos Lord. He's probably the one that you can reason with the most, I imagine. The Skull Grinder just wants your skull for Khorne and wants to mount it upon his anvil. And then the Skaven may appear to be quite friendly at the start, but will most certainly stab you in the back as soon as reasonably possible for any reason that could benefit it, or to be honest, the Skaven will just stab you in the back for the pure laugh of stabbing you in the back. Now, this unlikely bunch of heroes that are going to go through what is called the Silver Tower, which is going to be the campaign system, and the Silver Tower is one of Tzeentch's many constructs where he keeps knowledge and really demons and basically all sorts of ways to make you go mad. And it's basically a labyrinth, a maze. If you've seen Pan's Labyrinth, this is a big development of it, and yes, very much more scary indeed. So essentially what you do in this game is a tile-based system. So if you've played Warhammer Quest, something like that, you understand. Some of you probably already played this game. And like I say, I'm very new to this sort of way of playing. So it's tile-based with squares on it, sort of a hex-based system. And how it works is that you start in a tiny little chamber, and the next room could be completely random what it is. You go in there, it's completely empty, and then enemies will come, and they could be ranged from all sorts of Tzeentchian style generally. However, it could value in like, oh, it's basically out of, I don't know, easy level being 1 and really hard you're going to die being 10 level. It can range from 1 to 10. So you could go in there and, you know, level 2, let's say. So you could fight easy sort of opponents. However, you've got just as much chance as rolling for, let's say, as hard as can be, level 10. And then you could get fucked and die right in the first turn, which means that you could die within about a few seconds of playing the game. Now, the interesting thing about that, you think, oh yeah, already I'm dead. However, it's a lot better, well, that happening to you than getting further into the game, about an hour into it, and then something like that happened to you, and then it's all for nothing. So it's a really fun game. The reason why I like it is just because it really allows you to personalise on your own character, because you've only got one model. Unless you're like a necromancer who can summon a skeleton and stuff. Usually, you're just one model. And it really allows you to build a character around that, sort of a story around your guy, and just lets you develop it as the game goes on. And I mean, like the rules you've got. I mean, for the Skaven I was playing with, he's got a weapon called Backstab. He's got a ability called Strike and Scurry Away. You know, it's just really, really, really quite fun and really characterful. And yeah, that's basically just my quick sort of views on this. But the reason I liked playing this game is because I've been used to playing so competitively for so long. It's really nice and sort of a welcome break to play a more narrative style and not be so focused on trying to get the objective. Make sure you got the objective. Make sure you got time to get. You know, it's just Warhammer Age Sigmar is a game of objectives, and I always talk about this. It means it's a game of movement and all the other things, but it's quite nice just to take a break from that and then just focus on the story more than anything else. As I've said before, when I got into Warhammer and Warhammer Age Sigmar, I didn't go into it thinking like, oh, I could get really good at this game. That didn't even cross my mind at all. It was just collecting models and the lore and the story and the narrative. All those words. And I really feel like you get to explore that in Silver Tower. So if you haven't played Silver Tower, I definitely recommend it. I appreciate this is just a really quick review and basically just me spinning off the thoughts that are in the top of my head. But I just wanted to let you guys know it. And I thought it would be a nice way to introduce that Tzeentch as the army I'm going to review. As basically in this game, you are a hero united with another bunch of heroes, which could be chaotic or they could be order or anything in between. You know, good, bad, what you like. Anyway, your objective is to beat Tzeentch and his Gaunt Summoner. That's basically what you try and do in this, and I thought that's why it'd be quite a nice way to link in to the Tzeentch we're going to do. And the reason why I haven't already started with the reviewing of the Tzeentch army itself is just because I don't have the battle tome for it yet. So I basically just counted up all the comments and stuff I got on my last video to see what people want for the army to be reviewed. It's going to be Tzeentch, but I am going to have to get the battle tome, so I'll have to arrange to get that because unfortunately my local Games Workshop burnt down the other day, so my Warhammer store is gone, so I have to travel a bit further now to get supplies, unfortunately. But anyway, that's neither here or there. So guys, I thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I say, if you played Silver Tower or something like that, please let me know down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts, as I find it a really, really quite a good, fun game. I never played anything like Warhammer Quest before, Dungeons and Dragons, so it was really quite a, well, not exactly Dungeons and Dragons, but it's heading towards there. What I thought was really quite cool. Like I say, guys, if you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, and comment down below, as that massively helps. If you'd like to support me on Patreon, there's a link down below. Absolutely welcome for you guys to do so. And remember, until next time, Nagash is all, and all is one in Nagash.